We're going to learn in the Sefirat tonight is Yom Zichron. We just had the Sefirah Haomer. Have to be moide on the goods, on the glory of Hashem. So Likutei Moharan, we're learning Torah Lamed Gimel 33, and we're in the fourth letter. We're going to learn it in. You want to have it in English here?
No, okay, thank you.
And we're going to learn it in the Breslov.org forum. I've got one in Hebrew from Abba Richmond, and you've got the English one from the Shul.
Okay, Daled.
Daled. So if I'm making a mistake translation, I'm sure Rabbi Kramer knows better than me, so you're welcome to correct me. B'simcha Rabba. Yeah. My son Boch is going on his way going into Gaza. He's handing in his phone, so the next time we'll speak to him, it'll be through some miluim or spare phone, and we don't know how long. It's probably a month or so.
Wow.
They've got a lot of cleaning up to do over there in Gaza, MASHA, all the enemies, and it should be a shlemistic mission with everyone coming out safely and with success and simcha. We've been learning this already, somewhere in the previous one, that it's knowing that Torah is the aspect of midas, of attributes, and these are the days. So we're like now, Sefirat Haomer, it's like a similar concept. We're counting the days, every day is a different midah, a different attribute. And it's like resting on those days, the love of Hashem Yisra'el. Yeah, because really everything is formed through Chesed, through Hashem's love for us. And it's a pasuk, beferish pasuk, which says this, that Hashem commanded every day His kindness. Shechesed hainu ahava, and this kindness is the aspect of love. Yeah, Rav Shlomo quoted this pasuk. I think the Shabbos, that ahava salam avtich. Okay, meshchachti chesed. Yomam yomad azo im kulu yomin hainu amidas. So this tremendous eternal love that Hashem hu yoma the azo, and it goes with what, that it's all the days having it this midah of what, of love, of kindness. So based on the pasuk and based, it's a pasuk in Tehillim and base Yomam Yisavei Hashem chasta. We say it in Tikkun Klali. Yeah, you say Tikkun Klali, David, you say Tikkun Klali, yeah?
Yeah.
So I try to do it like every Shabbos, at least. Because then I know at least once a week I'm saying I have a bit more kavanah on Shabbos because it's more Yeshivadas. And this is one of the Pesukim of Tikkun Klali.
Yeah.
The Hashem commands in His kindness. So Chesed hainu ahava, K'mashikosa says underneath, Havazan avtich, hu yomadazo, says Chesed Elokai nimshol or yom. So chesed, the godly kindness, is nimshul, is a parable of the light of the day. He gives us light and He lights up so we can dwell there. So every day we experience the chesed Hashem, yeah? Especially in Eretz Yisrael, you feel a little bit more. When you wake up, you see the sunrise, You daven nates as well, don't you? With David, you daven nates.
Yeah.
So I that's the level Rabbi Nachman talks about, of davening nates, seeking, and it's based on the Masorah from the Baal Shem Tov that he would daven nates as well. And a lot of Breslov are mamish ma'aser nefesh for nates. I've seen it with my own eyes.
The downside of that is that I have to fight to keep from not nodding off now.
There is a payment for it.
There's definitely a payment.
Okay, but everything has its payments and pluses, and every person themselves has to work out. Personally, I have no mochin in the morning, like at that point. It takes me a few hours, and I don't want to daven in that state where my mind's not functional. My mind starts kicking in around 8:30. So the initial part of davening, if you ever notice, I'm always a bit behind, always. It takes me by about 9 o'clock, I'm like thinking again. Okay. So generally, I just worked out. You have to get to know yourself. Maybe you can break that and change it. There was time periods I used to daven nates, so I used to push myself. had a Chaver, Breslov Chaver, who I used to hang out with, like Baruch Gartner, Gartner and all these guys. Remember Baruch Gartner?
Oh, yeah.
Shlomo Lipschitz, all these guys.
Oh, he's a doctor of some kind?
He's a Sofra.
Oh, Sofra.
He does some sort of alignment thing. Maybe he's a Zoy like a doctor, he does alignment. But also I had Rav Nosson Maimon, I used to go learn with him in Resident Meshrim, talking about over 20-something years ago. I was just talking about it with my brother-in-law the other day. We used to ride early in the morning before yeshiva, before davening, and go learn with all the Breslovers every morning. It was geschmack. He reminded me the tea there. It's geschmack, sweet tea. It's ready made. There's always something that you take with you. And there was tzaddikim like that, Shimon Shapiro. You'd like make a bracha, and he'd come running from the other side of the shul. Just that. The hasig is to understand. Yeah, I think someone was trying to call me. I'll just double check. Okay. Hasig to be able to understand through his midas. Commercial Kodesh Kodesh begin dishtemudin lay kibelo midosav yaf shel hasig also. Okay, you have to help me with this word. What does this mean when it says commercial Kodesh in the Zohar Kodesh? Begin. I think begin is maybe shielding. The mishtemudin lay.
So that we might know him.
Might know him. Okay. Miduin, yeah. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. So that we might know him.
For without his attributes, it's impossible to understand him, to comprehend him.
So my daughter's going to come to the event now.
Okay.
So that's good. Just happy to help get her to do something. That's good for her. Yeah, without his midas, it's impossible to because this is the Chesed Hashem, that he made himself accessible. Yeah, he made himself domer on some level. We try to be domer to him, but the point is that he gave us these midas to be able to relate to him, so that the relationship can have a process. With Morgenstern says, you have to always remember that after all the Sefirat Haomer, it's all in the end. It's all Hashem Echad. Yeah. Can't daven to the spheres, yeah. You don't daven to Chesed or something, yeah, or to Midas Ahava. You don't daven to these attributes. You're davening to Hashem Echad. Hayover, he, as the Shulchan Aruch says, yeah, he was, he will be, yeah, and the idea that he's a Don Kol. We're davening to HaKadosh Baruch Hu properly, but the Midas give us ability that makes it possible to understand him on some sort of, obviously not the full thing, but just on some level to have some misag. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not the full misag. It's not, Hashem doesn't. But yeah, he lets us understand him on some level. Like, for example, when Hashem does, by some tzaddikim, when he used to tell them stories of miracles, like if you take a Musa Tzaddik, like Moshe Shapiro, and you tell him Nisim, that, his Talmud used to say this, you tell him miracles that happen, he'd be like, no, and what? What's the chiddush? Hashem does miracles? Ma, you're trying to tell me something? What, that he did this for you and that for you? Everything's a nace. He's like, it didn't get, to him it made no roshem, because he had such a clear Emuna, such a clear betochen, such a clear musag of Hashem Yisbarach, that the miracles day in, day out is just part of normal life. That's connection to Hashem. That's just memela. Now that's one of the things that Bavitcher Rebbe wasn't happy when people would go on and on about the mofsim that he did. That he was like, well, that's nothing to do with Chabad Hasidus. Chabad Hasidus is not about talking about this Rebbe who does all these miracles. Chabad Hasidus is about connecting his bonus and the greatness of Hashem, not in the greatness of some Rebbe or something. Yeah, he was like very much not into making a big deal out of the miracles the Rebbes do.
I was in the States during the missile thing. And I remember before Shabbos, all the WhatsApps were about, where you get food, where you gonna hide, where you this, that, fear and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden the WhatsApps are saying, where do you get your car washed for Pesach? Where do you get matzah? Blah blah blah. Thinking, wow, a nace happened. I think equivalent to the Yam Suf.
Yeah, and people just went straight back to life.
I was understood. How could they go back? How could they do the?
Well, really,
How How could they?
No, what we got to do is
Now I
take.
get it.
Yeah, but what we got to do is take that miracle of what happened with Iran trying to blow us up, and take that into when we have a feeling of like,
Right.
how am I going to get on? How am I going to make Panasa? What's going to happen to my son Kostshona in Gaza? Start having those feelings, and we need. That's when all those moments
Right.
kick in and say, no, he's looking after us. Hashem's going to take care of us. He's with us. He's with his people. Today I saw a picture gave me because I gave a nice schmooze in the Tanya shir that I gave in the morning. It wasn't really much shir, just for chavrusa, and we we mentioned about how we gave a lot of limits chusim for Bibi. For some reason he came up and I was quoting his interview with Dr. Phil, and it was just a lot of chizuk about Bibi. And I just said a lot of nice things about him, like he's connected to the Bible Shareba, and I was trying to find all the good things. And then what's the first time I look on the app? I don't really have time to look on today, and I see a picture of Bibi standing there wearing tefillin. Yeah, it's just posted now, and he's saying this whole shtick about having Yiras Hashem, and I'm like, what? It's like tshuva, like what's going on over here? I was not expecting this, like this post from Bibi, like because I'll read it to you. It's Peladik. This is our Prime Minister, and I just posted it. I shared it. It's from a friend of mine, Beryl Solomon. I don't know him that well, but we've been following each other for a long time. Breaking: Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi, for the first time, post and wearing tefillin with the following caption: "And let all the people that have seen that the name of Hashem is called upon you, and they will flee you." Bibi said he was talking about now a whole story of Sukkeitan, and when he got these tefillin, it was from Meshiko. The Smalach remains on the tefillin cover. I promised Muhammad that I would place tefillin for the uplifting of Meshiko's show, for the uplifting of the souls of all the fallen. Huh?
They're all messed up.
Yeah, but they're dafka, the tefillin from the soldier that fell in battle. They still had the smell of gunpowder.
Oh, wow.
This is what I do with holy fear, because they were like he could have got the best pair, but he was putting on dafka the soldiers' tefillin. May the memory of our soldiers be blessed and enshrined in our hearts forever. This is what Bibi's doing today. Comes down to everyone has all these tainas. He's a yid and he's serving Hashem just like all of us. Yeah. At the end of the day, Machmas Ahava Shoevas Yisrael, and because of this love, we love Yisrael. So really, the whole Likutei is just to bring out through the midas of Hashem the love Hashem has for us, and the love that we have that we should have for Yisrael as well. But to love Hashem and to be davik in Him, and mizeh alam agashmi, and from this, the physical world, the love b'shetz alikusa b'midas haTorah. And then we're able to bring the clothing of godliness in the aspects of the Torah, the attributes of Torah. Remember, we were learning that suddenly everything in the world starts to reveal that it's Torah. And the Torah is Elikus, and it's Panemius. Yeah? So then we start to see how Hashem is clothing Himself through the Torah mitzvahs. Zeh b'chinas shel tarag mitzvahs. Ki Hashem yisbarach shia bedato sh'ayidei mitzvah azois. What's the mitzvah that He is Mesamsim? Yeah, a good example. We're going to see in a minute. Mitzvah tefillin. Spoke about Bibi wearing tefillin. So this is the mitzvah that Min Hashemayim Rabbi Nachman was talking about. Through this mitzvah, you're able to tefillin. A lot of people get a lot of chizuk from tefillin. Yeah, my son Bliana, since he's been mitzvah, put tefillin on every day. Even like 20 minutes before shkia, he'll quickly put tefillin on. And he's now 19, turning 20 with the army and everything. Tefillin every day. There's some mitzvah. Likusa dafka tarek mitzvahs and MASHA. Shesia bedato mitzvahs tefillin. Yeah, so it wakens up in his das the mitzvah of tefillin. She mitzvah azos sarach lios kach, and that's how the mitzvah needs to be. I know arba pashas, arba batim, sha'or kasuvim retzuas sha'or. So the way Hashem made the mitzvah, this mitzvah is that it's 4 pashas that go into 4 like cloths of Torah that go into 4 housings of leather. The written and the ritzuas, the leather straps we just talked about with Bibi, they're coming down. Kikach shia bedato, to awaken his knowledge, his das. And through the simsim, and it's in the tefillin, that's how you're able to understand him and to serve him. He didn't say, why not goldsmith and silversmith and all these other fancy, Gucci. Why not Gucci tefillin? Yeah,
Gucci tefillin.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying an example.
Well, there are.
I'm sure there's some shmer who done it, but somewhere.
No, not Gucci, but there's big names in tefillin.
Really?
You can pay thousands.
Zygazin. Okay, all these wealthy people should live and be well. In my opinion, rather they could buy 10 pair of tefillin for 10 kids that can't afford it, and just get a normal pair. It'd be much more of a schus. Yeah, and through this, able to awaken up the measure through the aspect of love. We have love for him. That's really, the tefillin is like our love. You think about it, it's the skin on your head. Your davik, your moyach, and your heart. Yeah, your moyach, your mind, and your leiv, your heart, to Hashem. Your mom is putting it on there, and it's facing the heart. And you're taking your hands and all your actions, everything's going up to Hashem. It's like you're tuning into the vekas to Hashem. This is tefillin, showing our love for Him. And stuff, Gemina Shemaim, like the Rabbi Nachman was talking about, and I saw this picture of Bibi, everything's connecting up. This is once again, Moshe Shapiro knew that's learning Torah. That's pshat. That's how it works. Yeah, it's still. I get chizuk from that. What can you do?
Yeah.
Nimsa Sha'odei Hava, so Havas Yisrael. Habish Atzmo, Midas Torah, Nimsa Shebechol Mida Yesham, Ahava Shekadosh Baruch Hu Ovetz Atzmo, Yisrael Nimsa Misha, Pshit Es Torah, Mavusha Klippus, Aidei Kapis Yetza, Zayhu Mekraiva Shalom, Rakos V'Kon Nesiv Oseh Shalom. So the most beautiful part is by us controlling our Yitzhak, our evil inclinations, then we are able then to through that vicious Yitzhak, conquering the Yitzhak and revealing underneath all these klippos, all these cover-ups, that really what is there? There's just Hashem, there's the Osius of Torah, and then through that, what do we bring? Everything back to Shalom. Immediately, that's the avodah. So we go into Gaza. What do we bring out? Torah mitzvahs. That's really what's happening over there. I really feel that. My son said everyone feels so close to Hashem in Gaza, even the most not religious. Put tefillin on, they're talking to Hashem. There's a certain pachad towards Hashem in a healthy way, a good yira. And then they start to learn a bit more, daven a bit more. They've got no more phones to flick on this garbage TikTok. So now they've saved from all that trash for like however long they're there. So it's machaya. My son said he's looking forward to go there. Would you believe it? But Torah yesh shnei bechinas nigla, bechinas nista. And in the Torah there's two aspects. There's the revealed and the hidden. And nista hazehu araisa datika, testima datika, iskala asilova. So this is a holy concept in the Kabbalah that Rabbi Nachman is bringing, but the Torah Sinista is the Torah of Atika, the ancient Torah, stima that's hidden, that Asidis Gala, and in the future it's going to be revealed. As Gala Torah Zois Atika Stima. I was learning about this today. I was saying that the Torah of the Tanya is the Torah of La'asid Lava. It's the Torah Oros, Oros Mashiach. So to Rabbi Nachman. Anything like quoting the Kisvei and this kind of Torah is bringing down the Torah of Mashiach. And that's why it says, "Azay Shalom Nifla Ba'alam K'mo Gaza Im Kevish V'Nema Im Gedi." So what's going to happen in the future? The Zev's going to dwell together with the sheep. Yeah, the wolf's going to dwell together with the sheep, and the leopard with the lamb. Lo Yeru Lo Shechisu B'Chol Har Kodshi. And it's going to be good times. Ki Mala Aretz De Hashem, because Hashem is going to show His knowledge in the whole world. As Megala Hava Shebidasa. And then we're going to get to the love and knowledge of Hashem.
Thank you.
Should be blessed. It's good times coming.
Go ahead.